Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well. It is still November the 17th. It is Sunday evening now, well, late afternoon, evening. I wanted to come back on and bring you some breaking news that has been happening this afternoon. Came to my attention. First is a big escalation in the war against between Russia and Ukraine and NATO, you could say, that I wanted to let you know. This is a big escalation, y'all. Okay. Also, Trump is compiling a list. He is compiling a list of current and former United States military officers and maybe people higher up in the food chain, y'all in command. And he's compiling a list for possible court martials. Specifically named was the disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan. You remember that debacle? I mean, that was just awful. We lost like, I forget the number, like 13 to 15 Marines in that bombing too during that disastrous pullout. I mean, that was awful. It was the whole thing was terrible. Left all this equipment for the Taliban. I mean, it just, I think is probably one of the biggest black eyes, maybe one of the biggest black eyes on Biden presidency. So that was listed or mentioned. Also referred to was the border disaster, which the people who are accountable for allowing this invasion. This is nothing short of an invasion, y'all. Invasion without firing a shot. Well, might be firing shots too once they got in. But I agree with that on both accounts. And they're coming after people. And I don't think they're just going after low level people. So that'll be interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that, but compiling a list of officers slash big decision makers over these last few years, y'all. That's big. Another big thing we learned about today is a huge escalation in the Ukraine war with Russia. Biden has authorized Ukraine to use United States long range missiles to strike inside Russia. Now, this was rumored to happen pretty soon, and the news had come out a while back that he was thinking about doing this. And when that came out, Biden said or warned that if that happens, that means the United States and NATO are direct participants in attacking Russia, which would be true because these long range missiles have to be operated and or fired by United States personnel or NATO personnel. It'd be United States soldiers. This puts us directly into the war, which we probably have been already. However, I believe this is one of those red lines that Putin's going to hold it to. I really, this is a tough one, and this is something we've really got to watch, y'all. We really do. Keep preparing, y'all. Keep stacking. I mean, this one's got me concerned. This is a big one, but this would make United States bases, NATO territory, United States territory, fair game, y'all. This means that long range missiles could be fired from Ukraine into Russian territory. These are United States missiles. They would have to be operated by us. And this makes, and Putin had said this is an act of war. Putin said this would mean an act of war, and you are fair game at this point. I don't believe he'd be bluffing on this one. I really don't. This means that United States, NATO, European soil would be fair game. And bases out there. We have bases all over the place out there. 2 months before Trump takes office. Lord help us on this, y'all. Trump said that he could broker a deal, a peace to this war and end the war before he takes office. Let's pray that can happen. I don't know if it'll happen. Now, this comes on the heels of the largest missile and drone attack on Ukraine by Russia over over the weekend. But this looks like it's going to happen, and he's authorized it now. Ukraine will do it, I'm sure. It's a matter of when. Uh, and we're in a mess. We are now. Vast majority of people are going to be totally clueless to this. They're not going to know about this, and they're not going to even care if you tell them. But food, water, medical, fuel, your provisions, y'all. Keep up with it. Keep stacking. You can't stop. Pray for this war to stop. This needs to come to an end. I mean, it really does. This is terrible. Continue on your preparations. Let's keep an eye on this. I know I am. Hopefully Trump can get in there. I did hear something earlier that Trump was going to send an envoy in there to try to broker a deal or assist with talks between Ukraine and Russia. What I believe will end up happening if this can end peacefully at this point is that Russia, if it ends, Russia would end up gaining about 20% of current Ukrainian territory, which was belonging historically, from what I understand, belongs to or used to belong to Russia, the Soviet Union, for many years. So they're going to have to make some kind of deal. Keep some of the land they've taken from Ukraine. Also, I believe for it to happen, Ukraine will have to say that they're not going to join NATO. That will have to happen too, I believe. But they're going to have to figure something out, because this is a new, fresh escalation. It's a big one, and it could affect us directly. It could affect us. I can imagine, these long-range missiles are used, and it looks like they're about to be, and they could go deep into Russian territory. They could go deep and strike, and they're going to retaliate on that. We would be losing personnel, and that would be a mess. It would be a disaster. It'd be very messy on both sides. And let's pray Trump. Let's pray that some cool heads can come in there and end this, or at least stop things for a while and start talking. Let's hope that happens. Pray it happens. Let's pray for this. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this news. I just wanted to bring this news to you. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on things. And if anything breaks, anything big, I'll try to come back on as soon as possible. But anyway, hope you've had a good weekend, and got a new week starting up tomorrow. So anyway, share your thoughts on this. Share your thoughts. Keep preparing. Keep stacking. And let's stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.